Hi guys, weekly makeup basket time, and I haven't done one of these in, I think it's been a few weeks. So this is all the stuff that I pulled out to wear within the next couple of weeks, I want to say. Before I get into that though, I want to say thank you, like a massive thank you to all of you for my last video regarding alopecia. I am so thankful to all of you for your kind words, your prayers, your well wishes. I'm in much better spirits today. I looked at my video and I was like, God, I looked like I was so bummed out. But it's, you know, it's true to how I was feeling. It's true to what I was feeling at that moment. So, but I'm in much better spirits within the last week or so. And I just wanted to say thank you to all of you because I really appreciate it. So I'm going to get into all of my items for my weekly makeup basket. And I have a lot of stuff. So the first thing is this Nivea Man Sensitive Post Shape Balm. I've used this I think once or twice, and I can't remember what I think of it on my skin because I was so focused on the scent of it. I have allergies, I'm very sensitive, so I think I was so overwhelmed by the smell that I forgot to really check in on my skin and stuff. So I thought I would give this a try again. I think I've only worn it once or twice before, but I've heard nothing but good things, you know, so I want to give it a try. And then also I have the Porefessionals because I only have a little bit. I'm going to continue putting this in my weekly makeup baskets because I don't have very much left and I just want to finish it out. I also have this Step 1 from Makeup Forever. This is the mattifying one. I'm not sure how I feel about this right now. I feel like it's almost too mattifying on my skin right now. I have combination skin, and although I am getting a little bit oily in my T-zone, it's not overly oily, and I feel like it's not working with me right now. But I want to give it a try this week and see how it works. If not, I'm gonna just leave it for summer because in summer I do get very greasy, so I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm just not sure how I feel about it right now. For foundations, I want to finish this little sample thing right here from Peter Thomas Roth. This is the CC cream. It has 3 shades, so these 2 right here I've used for foundation. This is very thick. I was very surprised. I don't know how I feel about it, to be quite honest with you. I've used it a couple times and it wasn't anything that wowed me. So yeah, I think what threw me off is that it feels like a cream. So much so that the lighter shade right here I was able to use as a concealer. That's how thick it is, and I'm just not a fan of that. So I just want to finish out this little sample right here within the next couple of weeks. I'm pretty sure I'll finish it out within the next maybe 2 to 3 uses or so, because you don't need very much. And then also this Maybelline Dream Velvet. I was thinking of doing a review on this, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't even know if I want to do the review. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm wearing it today and I've used it, I think I've used it before now. I used it for a week. I slowly stuck to this for a week and I used it with multiple primers. And I found that the best way for me to, like, the best way that I liked it on my skin was with no primer whatsoever. This is kind of like a finicky foundation. It's very tricky, you know what I mean? And luckily I have multiple primers to try it out with, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. I also don't like the way that it sits on the skin. Like, I'm wearing it today and already it's like coming off on my nose, but I see a bunch of like cakey dots on my nose where it's just settled into my pores, and I haven't been wearing this makeup for not even an hour, I want to say. So I want to give it another try this week and see how I like it, because or see if I can make it work basically, because as of right now I'm not a huge fan of it. And then let you guys know my final thoughts on it. For concealer, I pulled out my Fit Me concealers, my medium and my deep. And I also pulled out my CCI from IT Cosmetics for those very light days. I like to just put this on and then blend it into the rest of my skin. But I think I'm almost done with my Fit Me concealer in deep. So once that one's done, then I'll move on to this one. This is the Better Skin concealer, and I have the color medium. This matches me really well. For powder, I'm pulling my MAC MSF in medium tan, and I'm wearing that on my skin today because I had to warm this foundation up. This is in honey beige, and it has a pink undertone, and it just, I don't like the way that it looks on my skin. And then also my Airspun translucent powder. I like this a lot for my T-zone area because this doesn't keep me matte, but the finish is beautiful. But this I like putting like right at the bottom of my chin, like the sides of my nose, basically where I get oily. I'll stack it up there and then wipe it away afterwards. My NYX, this is the highlight and contour palette. I love this thing. It's so, I just love it. I just love it. It's so great. So I'm sticking to this palette basically because I can have this palette and not need anything else. I used this one today for my under eyes. Now this doesn't prevent creasing on my under eyes. Within minutes I'm already creasing, to be quite honest with you, but I cover it up because I smoke out the bottom. But either way, I love this palette. All of these colors up here are wonderful. I only use this one today, but I like this one also just to deepen out like back here. I'm not using it today, but anyways, this palette's just really great. So I only stuck to this palette and this little highlight right here. I put a little bit on. I mixed it in with something else. I'll share that with you guys in just a minute. But I literally just went ding, like right at the top right here. And I had to blend it out because it's more of a pearly white. So it can look very ashy on me, not very complimentary. Which is why I have to mix it with something else. For blushes, I pulled a few new blushes to me. I bought these Wet n Wild color icons. I guess they changed their packaging, and I pulled this one. This one's not even opened. This one's called Rose Champagne. This one is called the Wet n Wild color icon ombre blush, and this is called the Princess Daiquiris. Oh my god. Okay, and so that's that one right there. And you can see the ombre. It's so pretty. I love this. I've used it once and it looks really pretty on me. And then this is the one that I'm wearing today, which you can't really see very much. I was kind of bummed because I was mostly excited about this one because I don't have a blush with like a lilac blush, you know what I mean? So it's very excited about it, and you can't really see it too much. It's so sad. So this one right here, but I want to try to maybe mix it in with other blushes or something, try to make it work. And then the Rose Champagne I don't have open. I don't even want to spend the time with it. For highlighting, I pulled my Becca little palette here with all of the little samples. I'm not going to be using the blushes. I think I'm just going to stick to just the highlights basically, so I'm going to be using that. Oh, I forgot my Sonia Kashuk little quad because I had a massive breakout down here and I still have the bumps, but I have a lot of like scarring in the red. So I pulled this because I used the green one right here. It covers up the red, it camouflages the red really well. And then also for eyeshadow base, I pulled my, this is the Creamy Beige from Maybelline. I've been using the Soft Liquor Paint Pot a lot because I have that in my project pan for the year. But I also pulled this e.l.f. eyelid primer to go with it. Now, I wanted to do color, so I pulled a few palettes for the next couple of weeks for me to play with. This one, which I don't even remember when the last time was. This was a newer one that I had to open because I couldn't, I don't know. I didn't have another one opened. So this is the Petal Pusher from Wet n Wild. I pulled a bunch of Wet n Wilds because I've been neglecting them so much and they're really good. I had to open up new ones because the other ones that I had were really old. But anyways, Petal Pusher is what I have on. I actually used this little Wet n Wild, what is this called? Idol Eyes, like little chubby pencil. These I like. I purchased this and a couple other ones because I thought I would really like them for my waterline. I'm not a huge fan of for them on my waterline. I've applied it twice already within the hour and you can't really see it anymore, so it just kind of withers away from my waterline. But I applied it today like right underneath my lash line and I really like it. I feel like it loses vibrancy really fast, but the color is really pretty. So anyways, I set it underneath here with this color right here and then use this one right here just to blend into the crease a little bit. Either way, I pulled out some Wet n Wilds. I pulled out this Sweet as Candy, and I've used this one before. I really like it. And that's the one. Actually, I have the this middle shade right here in my crease, which is more of a satin finish. I'm not a huge fan of satin finishes or anything other than matte in my crease, but I thought I would give it a try, so put that one there. I also pulled the Silent Treatment, a little trio. It's really pretty. I pulled my Creme Brulee because I love it. And then I also pulled a couple of single shadows as well. I thought I would do single shadows because I haven't done single shadows in a while. I pulled out NYX Dance the Tides, which is really pretty. And this one right here, which is Bella Sand from Milani. And this is a shimmer. This is the one that I have on as a highlight. And then right there is the one from NYX, the little highlight from NYX. But I put this one underneath as a base, and then all the way over here. And then put the NYX highlight just in a very small portion, like right there where you can see that. I also pulled Bella Mandarin from Milani because I want to do shades like I want to do, I don't know, it just reminds me kind of like of a orangey sorbet. It's really pretty. So I pulled that one. So I mentioned the Wet n Wild little chubby pencil. I also pulled these Scandalize in Black Mail. I love these. They're not only are they creamy, but they're waterproof and they last on my waterline really well. I pulled this Mark pencil from Avon. I haven't used this in ages. It's right there's this little chubby pencil. It's more of a like a taupey champagne kind of color. I pulled this gray one right here from Avon also, and this one is called Blue Smoke, and I think this is a waterproof one also, so it's more of a grayish blue. I really like these for my waterline. It brings out the brown eyes really nicely. And then for my brows, I pulled out a few items. So I've pulled out my L'Oreal brow plumper. This is really great. I love it. I also pulled out my micro pencil from NYX, and this one is in Espresso. And I like using that to outline my brows, and then I can go in and fill it in with the IT Cosmetics Brow Pal. This one is in Universal Taupe. I like the color. I love the color of this, but after using it for so much, it loses kind of the sharpness of the tip. And then I don't know, especially on this brow, I just have trouble making it look a little bit sharper, which is why I pulled this one in. For liners, I pulled a couple depending on whether it's raining or not. I pulled out my liquid liner from Kat Von D in Trooper. I love it. I've been using it for ages now. And then Maybelline Master Precise, not a huge fan. I love the tip, but this, I told you guys, I think before, I have allergies on my eyes, so I get watery eyes, and this just kind of disappears once liquid hits it. So I'm not a huge fan of the actual product. I love the tip, the applicator. For lip liner, I pulled this, this is called Natural from NYX lip liner. I'm wearing it today because it's more of a, like a peachy nude, and that's that one right there. And then I also pulled out Spice from Milani because I just adore this lip liner. It's so beautiful, even on its own, not even having to put anything over top of it. It's so beautiful. This one is called Lilac from Italia lip pencil. I've never used this one before. Looks like a bubblegum pink, but it has a lilac undertone for sure. That one right there. And then for lip products, I pulled out this Maybelline, what is this called? Rose Redefined. It's a lipstick. And that's that one right there. Just for a little bit of gloss if I'm in the mood for it. And then this Revlon in Berry Smoothie. This is their Color Burst. I love these. These are great on the go, and then just kind of throw it on kind of lip product. I just love it. So I pulled that one. And then today I'm actually wearing Warm Me Up from Maybelline. It's a really pretty nude color, but on my in the center of my lips I have Galactic's Naked, and I always mix this lipstick because it's so, it's like, it looks like a nude, but leaning onto a peach, but it almost looks orange on me, and I'm not a huge fan of the way that it looks on me on its own, so I always have to mix it in. And then I also picked out Pink Cognito, another nude. I picked out a lot of nudes, but this one's, I think it's a shine finish. The finish is different, so It's really pretty. It's right there. And picked out Rimmel's 05 because I wanted maybe more of like a darker pink if I'm in the mood for it. Right there. Lip gloss from Lorac. I think this is called Ballerina. Right there. Oh my god, I'm at 16 minutes. And then mascaras, I don't know why I pulled 3. I think these 2 just for my bottom lash line, and then the Clump Crusher from CoverGirl. And before I make it any longer, I think that's going to be it. Oh, the Too Faced A La Mode palette, because I haven't used it in a while and I love this palette. It's so pretty. That's it for this video before I get into 17 minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.